the shot and he scores! He drives it, walking in, he shoots and scores! Mustangs draw first one! To raise it, gets a shot and scores! 4-4! Lachlan going to the net, shoots and he scores! And towards Cox, Cox gets the shot away, Davis makes the save, no it's in! It's in, first over the lead!
Live from Hunter Ice Skating Stadium in Newcastle, this is AIHL TV. The 2017 regular season is brought to you by Air Canada, who offer the only daily and non-stop service to Vancouver. For details, visit aircanada.com.au. Borealis. Borealis are a direct infrastructure investor with a portfolio worth in excess of $50 billion. ATC Productions, your live event technical provider. And APA Group, delivering Australia's energy.
Hello and welcome everyone to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium tonight for this AIHL game. The Melbourne Mustangs here to play Newcastle Northstars. I'm Peter Lemon. I'm here with Melissa Longmuir. Welcome, Melissa.
Hi, it's good to be here.
Thanks for joining us tonight on commentary. Melissa's going to help out tonight with lots of stats.
Yeah, you got to be ready for the numbers.
So if you're a Stats fan, tonight is your night. If you're a Mustangs fan, tonight is your night. An All-Stars fan, or if you just love hockey in general, welcome tonight. So these two teams, huge game for these two teams tonight. Both of them, this is season defining. I know we can easily say that about most games, but really a loss tonight for either team, it almost means, well, puts them in, especially for the Northstars, I think.
Puts them at the bottom of the table.
Yeah, it means that finals contention becomes very difficult, especially with the competitiveness this year of these teams. So we might have a look at the teams we have here tonight. So first of all, I'll start to go if I can. We've got the ladder to talk about as well. But we'll go through the teams. So tonight from the Melbourne Mustangs, we can expect the following. In number 3, Matthew Beattie, one of their imports. Number 9, Byron Schumer. Number 11, Matt Stringer. Number 13, Vadim Vyasov. Number 15, Jackson McCoy. Number 16, an import, Maxime Longeau-Perret. Number 19, we've got Damien Bright. Burke, Jamie Burke, number 23, captain the All-Star team last week. Melissa?
Good weekend for everyone, I think.
Set some records as well, Jamie.
He got 4 in 4 in the shooting competition. I missed the entire thing. I was turned back and they were all gone. I was like, what?
Their captain is number 25, Michael McMahon. Old captain, Brendan McDowell in 29. Nick Novosedlak in goal in 31. And for his first game, James Kruger also in goal, wearing number 35 tonight. I expect he'll start tonight with his first opportunity here in the AHL. Number 77, Paul Lazzarotto. Number 88, Stephen Bellick. Number 89 is Pat O'Kane. And over to you.
The Northstars, yeah. So we have number 3, we have Matt Lindsay. Number 5, we have JFK back in the lineup for his first game this season. Number 8, we have Hamish Powell. Number 9, we have Matthew Morantz. Number 11, we have Tim Stanger. Number 12, we have one of our imports, Joe Hacharik. Number 16, we have Jason Chalker. And I misread one. Number 14, we have our new import, Kale Kabashian. Number 20, we have our captain and our sole representative at All-Star Weekend last weekend, Robert Malloy. Number 23, we have Matt Wattini. Number 24, Jonathan Ruth. Number 25, Dave Ferrari. And then at number 27, we have Liam Manningwaring. Number 31, we have one of our goalies, Charlie Smart. At 33, we have our other goalie, Nick Minzen. Number 44, we have Felix Poulin. Number 71 is Shane Southwood. Number 91 is Pat Naden. And then Hayden Shear rounds us out at 58.
Thanks, Alyssa. The Northstars have made their way onto the ice. We're just waiting for the visiting team to join them. There's 20 minutes on the clock. I think we're just playing 15 for this one. Of course, 2 15s and a 20 is our program tonight, as per usual with the AIHL. Interesting, I don't know if you've been listening to the AHL podcast, Alyssa, they've been talking recently about going, well, the coaches anyway have been talking about 320s.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a bit of a purist? Is that what you think?
There's been a lot of it on Twitter, and I have to say I agree. I like the 320s, but I also understand why, with constraints like rink time and having to finish, a lot of teams have like pickup games or like in-house league games afterwards. Why it is the way it is at the moment, but I suppose that's not up to me to decide. That's above my pay grade, at least.
Yeah, so goes for all of us here. Although when you get paid zero, a percentage doesn't really make any difference, does it?
My hypothetical pay grade, then.
That's right. So we have on the bench tonight for the Mustangs Michael Faraday, and Michael Burslem is the team manager. And for the Northstars?
The Northstars, we have Andrew Petrie, and Joey is the assistant coach.
Joey Terrio.
Yep.
We have the Australian anthem, so we'll be quiet for a while. Now, notable in tonight's Newcastle Northstars lineup, Lisa, we've got, besides Carl Kabash in his first game in the AIHL, his first couple of days in Australia, we have number 5 back.
JFK back in the lineup. It'll be good. We've definitely needed something to happen for the blue line, so hopefully someone who's been in that blue line for a while being back will help add some stability.
So hopefully what they lack in chemistry and coming into the team late, they can make up in just sheer ability and will, and that's certainly someone you can expect to do that at JFK. Big improvement for the Northstars. They've also got Jason Chalker back.
It's a big night of people being back on the ice.
Yeah, well, definitely the cavalry were required for Newcastle. They're just missing at this stage. Steve Kewen's out tonight. We've got Cal in his place. And, of course, the other big unit we're missing is Zane Jones. So hi to his family for watching, listening. He's going great. I had a chat to him before the game.
Yeah, he was saying he was feeling better. So
yeah, he's always smiling, always. But, he's definitely feeling better and his legs healing. So we're about to get the puck drop. I think that's Rick West for the puck. It is. He's our referee tonight. 15 minutes on the clock. We're about to get underway here. Face-off one, and picked up by Newcastle. I thought it was a Mustangs win, but straight away on the burst is Malloy. And is he playing forward, or is he just that fast?
It might just be he's that fast. I half the time watching can't tell. I'm like, is he forward or defense tonight? Like, I don't know.
He has played both.
I know, it's really confusing.
He's facing off as a forward, so it looks like Bert's changing it up a bit. So this is probably a way for Petrie to spark his team a bit. He's moved the skipper to the forwards position. Naturally indeed, but he has played when he won the cup for the Ice Storms, he was playing forward. Up the right wing go Newcastle, pinched off as they get to the half boards was Morantz. But Mustangs have the puck. O'Kane dodges a player and fires it down ice and picked up by Ferrari first. Pinched off against the boards and loses the puck. Chance for Mustangs, bring it in front. Trying to shoot through the crowd. Can't freeze the puck, and there's plenty of blue jerseys though to take control. A little bit messy, but they get it out of the zone and into the attacking zone. So a bit of a giveaway. Well, a bad giveaway by Northstars, and they end up almost with a scoring chance out of it. So we'll see what the Mustangs can do now in return. Quick shot towards net, and it's frozen. We're going to stop a play. And that's Charlie Smart there with the pads.
Hopefully he can get another good game in. He had a good one against Adelaide before the All-Star break, so a bit of a confidence boost. I think he needed it.
Number 35 in net, so we've got a new guy. That is, I may have changed the number position. Here it is, it's Kruger. Underway again, Newcastle have the puck, can't break out. Looking to break out. Now, they've reversed it. They're going up the right wing. No. Hold it. And try not to pass to one of the orange jerseys. They fail. There's a chance in front for Mustangs, but 2 Newcastle players come to retrieve the puck. And hand over. Far down now. It's another chance for Mustangs. So Newcastle are getting more possession, but then they're giving away with bad mistakes. So bad signs in some ways and good in others. Into the zone they come on the rush. Shot is high over the head and net of Kruger and net. Back it goes to Lindsay on D. Passes and dumps it in off the boards. Avoids icing. And Southwood, 71, gets a touch on it. And it's overskated by McCoy. Into the zone. Backhander towards net goes wide. That was, actually I don't have 22, I thought it was 23 Burke. Wide towards net, and out it goes the other side, and we've got a delayed penalty coming. Arm of Rick West is high, and it stopped when the Mustangs have touched it, so Vayas have touched it. We'll see who's getting a penalty here. Have we got Alyssa?
I'm not sure. I think it was the slashing butt, just from the side.
We'll just look for Rick's signal. Yeah, slash it is. Well spotted.
Still can't see who's in the box, but they're there.
The numbers were hidden from us the whole time.
27.
25? 27? Okay. Back underway. Bellick misses the puck, and it's stolen by Morantz. At the boards. Kept in by Kabashian. He's lost the puck, and he wins it back again under pressure there from Longeau Perron, I should say. I have to get my French right. It'll be your turn, Sam.
Yeah. Who knows how to say people's names half the time? I apologise in advance if I screw anyone's up in the course of this broadcast.
Face off just outside the Mustang zone. It's won by the Mustangs. The Bellick sends it up the left wing, but it goes to Kennedy, number 5 for Newcastle, back in the team. Long pass up the boards, and Kennedy's inside. He's looking for help. That all goes for the one touch. Hard choke, but it's gone wide or was deflected by the defence. Newcastle once again a dangerous breakaway backhand chance. He scores! Kabashian, first shot, first goal. That was a
the ideal way to start. You really can't ask for anything more than that, particularly from a new import. So.
I thought he missed it actually from the angle, and we've got so many monitors here I can't see the bottom of the net. But in it went, so we're in a 1-1 lead with just the first 3 minutes and 8 seconds here at Hunter Skating Stadium. Northstars are leading the Mustangs 1-0.
So yeah, we can just say that New Guy has a great scoring percentage so far, 100%. Keep it up.
The best. The best possible. Unless he's a person who gives 110%, which we won't even talk about. Such a terrible misuse of mathematics. There's a nice stat segue there, by the way, there, isn't it?
They're great. Who likes numbers?
Well, we've got a real arm wrestle for the puck right now in the North Stars end, and it's come out the side and picked up by the Mustangs. They try to get it on net, but it's instead picked up by Newcastle, and now they're coming up the right wing. They don't have numbers, but they have some speed. Looking inside by that's Danger. His pass is cut off by a diving D. A good effort there to cut that off. Sheet is with him, but the Mustangs have possession. It's in mid-ice, and a lob shot by Kennedy keeps it in the Mustang zone. Bouncing around now over the stick, and there's a chance for the Mustangs. Tries a move and doesn't beat Charlie Smart, and it comes out the other side. Who was it with the breakaway? Was that Burke? Cannot see numbers from this distance on the arms. It was Burke. Oh, and a nice move behind the play there to knock down Jonathan Ruth. Burke getting under people's skins, and in that case, under the waistline. It's gone right through the legs there, I think, of Malloy, is it? It is. And the Mustangs have picked it up, but the drop pass has not worked. It's gone Newcastle, and they've dumped it in. Chasing in again is Malloy. Inside pass, only white jerseys there. He does get some help from the very smooth skating Paulin. Pardon me, that's Jonathan Ruth. Back in the team, so this is another player back, is Jonathan Ruth. He has had a baby girl a couple of weeks ago. Congrats to him, and also had his ribs beaten up a few weeks ago. So both things were Needed some time.
The break was maybe needed.
It was very much needed, so he may not have been even playing if he was fully healthy. Congrats to him. Hayden Sheard also had another baby and it's the third one this season.
That's a lot.
A new generation of Northstars are coming. Face off, won by the Mustangs, good win. Shot on net, goes through the crowd, but no problem there for Smart. Inside pass attempted by Hamish Powell, but well cut off by the defence there. Beatty, number 3, played in the All-Stars. Puck bouncing centre ice and skating onto Powell. He's got pressure again and avoids the hit, kind of. Is that from who got? It's got 85. It's Steve Billick. Knocked him down, although he was kind of already falling, and chipped in by the Mustangs, but he was not to the red line, and that's an icing.
You have to think, with that many Mustangs at the All-Star game last weekend, particularly they've had a bad season, but All-Star game, big event, lots of fun, particularly all the players were talking about how much they enjoyed it. You have to think it might have been a nice revitalizing moment to get them going for the rest of the season. Yeah,
sometimes a break can be bad. You lose your rhythm, your speed, focus. But I think Newcastle did need a break in this case, just because there's so many players who were injured or really worn from such a hectic schedule. So I think it probably worked well for both teams in that regard. McMahon has the puck. He's being supported by Bright. There's a very epic beard.
It is impressive.
It's a very impressive beard.
I really like how it's team themed as well. Just a little bit orange.
Yes, maybe some orange beads, Viking style, would be a really good addition to that.
It's almost like the Philadelphia Flyers route, where I feel like they exclusively draft people based on hair color half the time. It's like, oh, you have orange hair, we must have you on our team.
Okay. I can't think of any others they've had. Oh, they did have the Big Swede. Victor. He's now playing for the Ice. Back on the way, Newcastle had the puck. Up centre ice, and that's bounced off another player, but Newcastle there first, that was Ruth, got a touch on it. Mustangs are standing off the puck a little bit. It's a little strange. They're not rushing at it. And Newcastle are beating them to it a couple of times, even though Newcastle made more mistakes. We'll see what happens now. Burke has the puck. There's a penalty being called on Newcastle. That's off one of the Newcastle players' skates, so we will have a penalty, and it's probably Dave Ferrari, who's over at the other side, entangled with
a helmetless McDowell.
So, Dave Ferrari, 25. He's got some magazines over there he's going to check out while he's in there.
Have some time to think about your transgressions. I think that's what you're supposed to do in the penalty box.
Well, speaking of 2 minutes of shame, that very man's going to be here this week. Here at the Canada-USA series, they're playing a charity exhibition game here prior to the Sydney game.
Should be good.
Excellent. That face-off is won, I think, by the Mustangs. It has gone all the way, well, nearly all the way down to the goal line. Matt Beatty has the puck. Forechecking is Joe Charik, and he does steal the puck with a little bit of help from Morantz. Mustangs have to double back. O'Kane handling the puck. He drops it off, but there's no one home. His D-man had moved on him. Into the zone they go, and a good check there from Mr. Poulin on Matt Stringer. O'Kane, very smooth skater, handling the puck while skating backwards. Shot on net and a good one. And a save by Smart with the pillows, and that's up into the netting and stop a play. 1:16 is left in that penalty.
And O'Kane's got wheels. He won the fastest skater for the second year running at the All-Star competition. He was clearly the fastest one. Mm-hmm. So
when they're visually fast, you can tell visually that's a pretty significant.
I was kind of disappointed we didn't let them do the single lap race. I wanted to see what time he could actually get, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, you only got so much time. Back on the way, Mustangs with the puck. They're still on the power play. They've got over a minute to go. To the blue line. And squeezing into the circle. Shot and a save by Smart. If you listen to Bert Malloy this week in the AIHL podcast, he said that these two teams usually play a pretty straight game. And that's true. I've never really seen one get really ugly with these two.
Yeah, it seems... all the ones I've seen seem fairly, normal levels of stress.
Mm-hmm.
but not particularly nasty.
Shot on net and a save. And freezes the puck, does Charlie Smart. We've got another face-off. There's 7:27 left in the first period, and well, we've just got under the 1 minute mark on that power play.
Hopefully we make it through. Northstars have really just got to avoid letting shots get to the net, which is hard to do on a power play, but...
So here we go. Oh, that's no good. They've passed it to one of the Newcastle players. It's not part of the umbrella. Quick shot towards the net by Kabashian. And Charik, happy to waste time. He sends it back to his D-man. And they're playing piggy in the middle at the moment, making the Mustangs chase the puck up and down the ice.
Nothing like a good short-handed opportunity.
Mustangs now collecting the puck. A little bit of trouble with the puck over at the boards as players change. On comes Beatty. Across the blue line. Goes to Beatty. Skates into it. Chance in front. Just there at the end of the edge of the circle. Now back to the blue line. Shot is off the skates of Hacharik. And we've got a play coming on soon. Chance for the Mustangs, but it's saved by Smart and a stop of play with 6:29 left. And we've got a little bit of pushy-shovey.
Good time for the power play to end in regards to Newcastle, I guess. They've got their player back. They didn't have to spend any time with him transitioning across the ice. He's just... They get 5-on-5 for the next face-off.
They've got a bonus. They've got Jamie Burkoff for 2 minutes.
It's like a Christmas present. You get a player back and you lose a player.
Well, you do get momentum out of it on the penalty, and now they've got one of the most dangerous Mustangs play. Oh, we've got a tit for tat. So we've got,
I'll take the Christmas present
Carl
back.
Kabashian. He's going to sit 2 minutes of shame as well.
These first 2 minutes. Good job.
Yes. He just needs an assist now.
We'll just mark everything as the first of the evening. So we have the first shot, first goal, first 2 minute penalty.
All right. Hope he stays out of the fives. And we're just waiting for the ref and linesman, and we're ready to go. 6:29 left in this first period. Face-off. You know, North Stars have been dominant in the face-off so far this season. Mustangs, though, have been winning tonight. It's been a reversal of what we've seen for a while. They are missing Steve Kewen, who's very good. Puck is down low. Newcastle have it. They reverse. Looking to bring it up ice. Not a clean pass, but it gets to the man, and Ruth is getting hassled by the defence. To the blue line. Was that a fake shot or a brilliant mistake? Chance in front. Ruth, I think they even touched the crossbar, or maybe just got a bit there of the goalie, but it went over the top. Into the corner for BT. Into the zone come the Mustangs. Bring it inside. Looks and shoots wide of Smart. That was Vyasov. One of a few residents we got here now in the AIHL. Mustangs looking to bring it out in front, but they've gone out wide. So in this current power play, well, it's not a power play, they're even.
4-4.
And this current, there's another little push, and that was probably technically excellent if he's got a penalty out of the other player.
They definitely
JFK's
heard
laughing.
us saying they usually play clean and decided to get twitchy.
I think that was a diving competition. I think they're both ready to hit the deck to try and pull 2 points. But
Pretty multi-sport athletes.
Yeah, that's
Take
right.
up diving.
Neither one acted sufficiently, and so we'll continue. Face off to the left of Smart. 5:11 left in the first period. Face off won by Newcastle that time. Got it clean. And back to the D-man's office they go. And breaking up the right wing. Building up some speed. Goes on the outside. Avoids the hip check. First one. Can't get past that Kane. First one was at McMahon. Ferrari. Passes inside. He's got help. But his D partner didn't have the speed there. Right? It's picked up by the Mustangs. Into the zone they go. Shot from out wide. Stopped by Smart. Picked up now by Southwood, 71. He chips off the boards. Bright with the puck. Across it goes. Is it 25? Yes, I think it is. It's Malcolm McMahon. And Bright gets a hit in before he goes for a change. Puck now with Southwood. He reverses and slowly off a bit of a hospital pass there. Bashan was not looking for it. It was right behind him. Newcastle now breaking up. The right wing. Looking to go inside is Ruth. Pinned hard by Beatty. It's gone out in front of the net. Pardon me, it was Nathan. But only white jerseys there to pick it up for the Mustangs. Puck loose in the Newcastle end, but closest to it are the Northstars. Give and go between the D-man, and he comes onto the ice there. Matt Morantz misses that puck, and it's an icing call. 3:30 left in the first.
It seems like, despite, I suppose, the scoreline, it seems pretty even so far, going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. What?
Yes. Well, it's hard to say. It's probably a combination of fast counterattacks. We've got two teams that are not playing a rough and tumble game. They're both looking to be fairly technical. There hasn't been much hitting yet, Lisa.
No,
Very
it's just
little
been,
hits.
skating backwards and forwards, taking turns.
Yep. Very different than the last game here at the Ice Dogs, which was very close in.
Yeah.
Back on the way, Mustangs they're scrambling hard now, trying to bring it out in front and get a shot in close on Charlie Smart to the blue line. Shot on net, bounces, saved by Smart. Rants down, back up he gets. Pass to the blue line. Nice move there. That was McMahon. Very slick move. Newcastle get in the zone, but don't have control, so Jonathan Ruth takes the body successfully. Got a battle on with McCoy, and he's got some help with Vigasso. At the other side, and Jonathan, pardon me, that was Poole, not Ruth. And the two of them double back quickly to as the Mustangs change, so they have a little bit more time.
Well, McCoy took a beating then, between Ruth and Pullen.
Isn't that as big as those two fellas? Pass was looking good, but cut off by the Northstars. Just a touch on that one. Mustangs had a great opportunity there. Onto the stick though, that one. Quick shot! Difficult one, he was falling a choke, but just over the top there of Kruger's net. Into the zone they come. Burke. Very sharp angle, almost perpendicular, and a stop of play. I didn't see the hand signal from... Oh, we got a hooking call.
Good old hooking calls. Always some of the best. Not even going to the box.
I think it's one of the Mustangs. Or, no, it's one of the Northstars. Here we go.
Off we go.
Hamish Powell, the offender, number 8. The man Steve Lindsay calls Harry Potter.
That's an amazing nickname. I don't know why, but I appreciate
It's
it.
his skating style. You watch him skate, and imagine he's holding a wand.
Can't wait for this.
He doesn't do it as much now as he used to, but he used to skate with his stick up in the air like a wand. Hi, Steve, if you're listening. Kruger under pressure here from Bert Malloy, as always, skating hard. Always trying to make something happen for his team, and that puck has gone back to Newcastle, impeded by Pullen. He fires it up to the blue line and does it cross. It does cross, and we've got the delayed offside withdrawn. Kennedy, and together with one of the Mustangs players, I can't spot a number. Mustangs have possession up the left wing. They go pass inside, chance, and a shot goes wide. That was Sean Jones at 51. Beatty now. Pressed hard against the board by Hacharik. Kennedy's shot. One-timer attempt. He misses that, just gets a touch on it. Timing off, or I think it might have skipped a bit on him. Burke. Pass to a vacant left wing. Mustangs changing, so they take their time. Mann comes on to join him, and D.
It's 1 minute left.
So still 1-0. Just that first goal in the first few minutes from the Northstars, and that was Cal Kabashian brought out here to score goals, or to generate goals, and he's already done one of those so far.
Certainly doing his job.
Inside attempt, and that's cut off by Newcastle defence. We're down to 37 seconds, and Mustangs here with the opportunity. Newcastle boxing them out. Still on the power play, and this power play will expire just before the end of this period. Unless Mustangs score, then it will expire sooner. No, we've got a chance for Newcastle. We're breaking in now. Newcastle shoots, scores! Pat Rayner, 91, makes it 2-0.
Everyone loves a good short-handed goal. Didn't I say this earlier?
Well, they don't if you're the opposite coach. I tell you, there's nothing
That is
worse.
a fair point. I am so sorry.
They are heartbreakers for coaches. And Michael Faraday will be hurting on that one. That was a mistake, but we saw the same thing happen to Newcastle just recently. So I think we've got Peter Kane asking about the clock, the time left. I'm not sure. It looked all good to me.
He's still very much doing the captain thing. I suppose he's got an A, so he can, but...
Sure can. But I didn't see what could possibly be the problem there, but never mind. We're going to continue, so it will be goal number 2 for the Northstars. They lead 2-0 late here in the first period. As we said, the pressure on Newcastle is immense. I mean, Mustangs are still pretty early in their season. It's no good being last, but they're actually not last on games on game win percentage. It's Newcastle.
Their major issue, but was their lack of starting goalie, and hopefully they have one now, so...
We're talking about the Mustangs here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Newcastle still doing 1A, 1B, and it's working for them. Both guys have got good stats.
Yeah.
Actually, while we're on that, we've got the end of the period. Northstars lead 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
You had some stats for us about the Newcastle goalies.
Yeah, I was poking at the goaltender stats for the AIHL. And if you're looking at it, like, by the way the website sorts, which is sorting by goals against average, both Charlie and Nick are right down the bottom of the table. They're in 8th and 9th, respectively. But when you sort by save percentage, which personally I like better, Charlie's actually 4th in the league. He's only behind Matt Murphy, who's the Adrenaline's new goaltender, who had an excellent first hit out before All-Star break, Peter DeSalvo, and Kimlin. So... can you really complain when that's the only people you're behind?
Well, usually that's an indicator of defence as opposed to the goaltenders.
He's making saves. There's just so many shots making its way to him. He can only stop so many of them. So hopefully with some of the core D guys back in the lineup, that'll mean less shots, which will mean less goals against.
Well, it's not just core D guys. Newcastle was so short, they were exhausted. Like they were playing with
they didn't have
down
anyone.
to 4 or 3 defensemen. And in the full 50 minutes, they were getting very tired, and that was very obvious when they went to Adelaide, where they gutsed out a shootout win, which was pretty amazing, considering the amount of firepower they're missing. And then Perth, they just had no chance.
Nothing left in the tank.
They lost another player. They lost Matt Martini to a finger injury in that Adelaide game, so he was only there for part of the game. And from there they had really little opportunity to win in Perth, so that was pretty predictable. So far, what do you think, Alyssa, as far as how do you see each team, what's working for them, how do you see it playing?
I think obviously Newcastle does appear to have let less shots get to the net, which is being shown by the fact that the save percentage, I guess, is working. If you're the Mustangs, you have to have hoped for a better starting period for your new goaltender. Like, coming in, obviously they haven't had Fraser Carson pretty much all season. Mm-hmm. You would have been hoping for some saves, and 2 goals against is probably not what they were hoping for. Yeah,
it's not ideal. So, actually, the person missing is Anton Koken. I mean, that guy's electric, so I'm a bit surprised that he's scratched unless it was for other reasons, so maybe he had a niggling injury or something like that, but he'd be one of my first picks, besides the goalie, who they really had to play tonight.
Yeah.
And, well, that's probably what they need, but what I've noticed for the Mustangs is they're being beaten to the puck.
Yeah.
So Newcastle had some bad mistakes. Also, the Mustangs weren't getting to the puck quick enough to make Newcastle pay, because there were some bad mistakes by Newcastle there. So I think both coaches are going to have some work to do on the break. and it's pretty much going to be all about effort, concentration, execution, but that's every game. Huh?
If you're the Mustangs, you've got to stop some pucks and get some in the net if you want to get back in this game.
That's how it works. We'll be back in around 12 minutes for the second period of this AIHL game. The Newcastle Northstars, the home team, leading the Melbourne Mustangs visiting team 2-0.
the Brave, and a save there, and they score! So here's Lassen with a shot, and he scores! And he drives it in, walking in, he shoots and scores! Mustangs score first blood! Teresic gets a shot, and scores! 4-4! Lachlan going to the net, shoot, and he scores! And towards Cox, goes to get the shot away, Davis makes the save, no, it's in! It's in, Perth take the lead!
Live from Hunter Ice Skating Stadium in Newcastle, this is AIHL TV. The 2017 regular season is brought to you by Air Canada, who offer the only daily and non-stop service to Vancouver. For details, visit aircanada.com.au. Borealis. Borealis are a direct infrastructure investor with a portfolio worth in excess of $50 billion. ATC Productions, your live event technical provider. And APA Group, delivering Australia's energy.
Welcome back, everyone, for this second period at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. The Newcastle Northstars, the home team, are leading 2-0 over the visitors, the Melbourne Mustangs. Pete Lambert here with Alyssa Longmuir. Your thoughts, Alyssa? What are we going to do now?
Well, if you're the Northstars, keep doing the same thing. Maybe just a little bit better.
Yes. And the Mustangs also do better?
Yeah, well, if the Mustangs start picking up on the the drop missed passes that the North Stars keep having, it's gonna go bad.
Well, we're talking up here in the break, and there's definitely a lack of chemistry on both sides here. Not really getting the pass on the stick a lot of the times. The timing's a little bit off, but both teams have probably mixed up their lines. Definitely the North Stars are quite mixed up with the inclusion of Kennedy, Karbashian. We've got Jonathan Ruth back, so we've got Bert Malloy move forward, so everything's been changed. You don't have the chemistry, but of course the North Stars have 2 goals ahead, so they've got the advantage here. Both teams are kind of suffering that in the second period, and as we mentioned, I really think it's important for the Mustangs to get to the puck first. Not enough of that in that first period. We're about to get underway. Rick West has the puck, and puck is dropped. Newcastle win that face-off. Goes back to Bert Malloy, who's back in defence. So that didn't last long.
Everyone loves a good lineup change mid-game. Put it through the blender.
Bert doesn't mind, he'll play anyway. You let him play, he'll play. Pullen. Doesn't get a check from O'Kane, he just gets a nice light elbow on, touch of the elbow. And one of the funniest things about the AIHL is Malloy and O'Kane trying to do the nice guy competition. You've been on.
Who can be the kindest?
Yes.
Just smile politely at each other all game.
Oh no, they compliment each other constantly. It's hilarious. Chance for Mustangs in front, but didn't have much steam build up there, so they try an inside pass, but instead it's been picked up by Karbashian. So I've got 24, 14, and 44. It's hard to pick them up. Shot and a goal! Beauty by Matt Beattie. Picked the top corner. And out of nowhere, Mustangs have got a bit of spark back. 2-1 now.
Now it's a 1-goal game. That's all you need.
Just had a little bit of space coming into the circle, and he just picked the far corner at an acute angle. It was actually Jamie Burke who fired that one. I thought it was BT, but from the reaction of the bench, it might have actually been Burke. Let's see what we can find out for you when they make the call. 2-1 score now, so quickly Mustangs get one back, and that's what you want when you come in that period down by 2. Immediately get yourself back into it, so a bit of momentum now, and they can turn the game around. Face-off, won by Newcastle. Lindsay passes it to Southwood. It's a touch on, but can't control it, so Newcastle have to regroup, and Ferrari has it now. Back to Lindsay goes. Pardon me, that's number 27, Manwaring. Deep into the Mustang zone, but Mustangs are to it first. Can't get out of the zone, though. Southwood gets to the puck. Manwaring. 18, I think he's 19 now, actually. Young fella. Been playing in the AIHL over the summer with Pat Naden, as have several of these Mustangs players. Into the boards they go, hard down to the right of Kruger. His first AIHL game today. And Mustangs are in the D-man's office here, waiting to break out. They do pick the right wing. Off the boards it goes, and Mustangs are into Newcastle's zone. Pass inside, he's off the body of Ruth, and he gets the puck. fires it right across ice, and it's picked off there by the Mustangs. Fortunately for Ruth, they were going back, not forwards. Sort of pass that Steve Lindsay always hates to see. Matt Lindsay now. Picks the left wing. Chalker. Off the wing it goes. Pardon me. Aiden Sheard. Now to Lindsay. And that passes straight to the tape, but to the wrong player. Beatty's on the attack. Backhander. Off the shoulder and kept out by Smart. To the half boards. Ruth faked out to the blue line. Shot. It's off a player and wide. Lindsay there taking the hit, or was it off Chalker first? Chalker moves Kane out of the way, and he's got a big size advantage there. Pat O'Kane very fit and very strong for his size. Great balance helps. That's how you win races. Awesome balance. And then just control. Chip forward there by Stange, who does a great job. It looked like he was going to hoop into... Oh, that hurt. That was Ruth being taken down with the stick there. A bit of a can opener, but he's okay. Up he gets. Two Mustangs collide. That was Beatty and O'Kane, I think. And Newcastle score.
Back with a 2-goal advantage.
Well, that might have been part of that collision. It's no good when two of your own players run into each other because it takes two of your own people out of the play. And Newcastle with numbers down low. We'll see what happens. Back to a 2-goal advantage. 11:46 left in the second period. Did you see who got that one to listen?
No idea.
Neither.
I need new glasses. I can't see.
It's a long way from us. Yeah. Hopefully we can get ourselves a Kardashian with a chance. Driving the net. Tries the backhand but kept outside. This man is a mate of Brandon Wong, who played for us last year. Did a similar sabbatical. And they played together in Evansville, in Florida, in the East Coast Hockey League. So that's where they know each other from. And they had similar numbers. In that team, Brandon Wong was the top scorer, and the third top scorer was Kardashian.
So apparently it was number 14 again.
Second of the game.
2 goals. I was just saying about him getting a lot of first. Does he want to go for 3? I'm just suggesting. Tick them all off in one night.
Well, he probably doesn't want to tick off a fight at this stage.
Oh, just go for the Gordie Howe hat trick. Do it all.
Malloy, sneaky around the corner past the pull and he gets it back. Bit of traffic. He gets a pass through Matt Morantz, who has to touch up on side. Now he does. Malloy into the zone. Tries a shot through the screen and there's a save there by Kruger. Mustangs D, a little tied up by Newcastle's attack. In fact, I think it's going to be a penalty on Newcastle for that. And yes, it will be. Figasov now with the puck there, playing the advantage. Kruger is out of his net. Back in attempt, but it's going to Malloy. And stop a play. We got a hooking call. And I think 20 was expecting that. He looked around like, yep, I'll keep skating that direction.
Just head straight to the box.
But Malloy will sit for 2 minutes for hooking. And consequently, the Mustangs will have 2 minutes of power play. 10:37 left in this second period. It's a 3-1 lead for the Northstars. Face-off won by the Mustangs. Burke at the blue line, hassled by Pat Naden. And he loses the puck in the battle, but Burke still gets it away to Beatty, who's there to help. Good work again by Naden to put the pressure on Burke, and away goes Lindsay. Burke's lost his stick, goes to retrieve it.
Looked like he was yelling for a slashing call, but he didn't get it.
Now Rick West was going the other way following the play as the puck was heading down the other direction. Picked up by McMahon. And Mustangs will try to break out. It's turn around, so Hartrick's on the rush. Bit of slick move and a shot by Kruger, who's kept out wide, but it's more about the keeping Mustangs in their zone at the moment, and that's working for the Northstars. It's good power penalty kill, I should say, so far. Kennedy can't get it out of the zone. It was just kept in at the blue line. Mustangs pass across. We've got plenty of room here. Shot through the screen, but it's hit one of the players, Burke, and out it goes. Picked off by Hacharik. And it's a drifting puck to Reds. He's got a breakaway. He's going up the middle. He fakes. He shoots. He scores! 4-1 Northstars.
If you're the Mustangs, at this point, do you have to start worrying about your power play? That's 2 short-handeds in 1-9. Not ideal.
Good point. Well, so, I mean, that's pressure. There's been intense pressure from the penalty kill for the Northstars. We saw Naden steal the puck twice over here. Yeah, you do. You have to fix it somehow, but you can't really fix it mid-period. It's a difficult thing to do. So, 3-1, a 3-goal lead, 4-1 here in the second period. It was looking good for the Mustangs in that first couple of minutes.
They seemed to have a spark. They seemed to be ready to go, and it's just gone upside down real quick.
Face-off, won by the Mustangs. Damien Bright has the puck. Cross ice pass, and again, in sharp passing, they've gone to the tape. Chance for Mustangs is a little sloppy there by the North Stars, but some desperate work by Southwood, the jester. Keeps it out of the possession of the Mustangs, and they go back to their own end to regroup. On the counter-attack. Shot was very high by Jamie Burke. Made some of the crowd squeal behind the grass. Nothing like when it's going to hit you between the eyes, is it? It does sometimes look like it's going to hit us between the eyes up here. We're right behind the net. Pullen driving the net. Will he try a power move? No, he goes behind. He's waiting for some numbers. He's got some help there now. Creeping in was Malloy, but he didn't get the pass. It was good coverage there by the defence. Mustangs keeping a tight box to keep them out on the outside, and that's into neutral ice, so North Stars will need to regroup inside, outside that blue line. Mistake there by Malloy. Chance for the Mustangs. Oh, the spinorama, but there was no one home. Peter Kane was not there yet. Might have been interfered with by the North Stars. There's a Newcastle stick attached to him, I think, one of Ferrari's. So probably got away with it. Dave Ferrari. Pat Kane not happy that wasn't called. Good opportunity for them. Teams are even. Pat Naden down low. Had that great penalty kill effort a few minutes ago. Eventually ended up with a goal. Shot on net. And that's stopped by Kruger and sent into the left corner, left of him. Newcastle trying to bring it out to the blue line, but it's cut off by the Mustangs and they're breaking in. Lots of passes though, not much carry. Jones passes behind him. Paddy Kane is there, but there's also 2 blue jerseys and Hamish Powell trying to get it out to safety with Jonathan Rue. To the blue line. Touched by Powell, in it goes, and he'll chase it again. He's very much, see the Harry Potter? See the Harry Potter?
Yep, I'm seeing it.
You got to see it. He sticks it up right up in the air. Be looking for the Harry Potter wand.
In score updates from other game, Adelaide is down 5-1 to the Braves, so they're not having a great night with their new goaltender either.
No, but that's the thing. I mean, goaltenders are a pretty powerful thing to have an import in, but it affects your whole lines. All of your lines and your balance. And of course you're taking away an import from your attacking or defensive line as well. So it can have a reverse effect. But it could also be that you've also got a really good Brave team who now also have Reid Darge, who's one of Australia's best scorers.
Well, he might be enjoying that game.
I'm sure. Well, I hope he is. Great player. A lot of respect from the other guys here playing the Australian team in the league. Newcastle have a chance, but he's fanned on that one. Had the puck and looked up, but consequently lifted the stick a little and couldn't get a shot away with a nice snap. Battle in the corner. Morantz is trying to dig it out of the skates of Bashin. It's to the blind. McCullen shoots. So smooth the way he gets that shot away, going backwards. Pulling now. Pass up the middle. Looking for it back. He gets it back. Sends it back to Kabashian. He loses it in some feet, but gets it back. He's going to carry it in. He's offside. Beaten into the zone by one of his teammates. We've got to stop a play. 5:50 left in the second.
We also, in more score updates, the Ice Dogs are leading 1-0 against the Bears at the end of the first period in the second Battle of Sydney for the year. So, I think they won the first one as well, didn't they? The Ice Dogs? I'm pretty sure.
Yes, I believe you're right, yeah.
Yeah, that's... Imagine they're hoping to continue in the same route.
We're going to stop and play here with referee Rick West over at the Newcastle bench. I'm not quite sure what that's about. We'll see if we can find out. Looks like someone's going from the Northstars to the box. It's a bench penalty. So sitting that penalty is Hamish Powell. We're going to have a face-off just to the right of Charlie Smart. Hacharik about to take the face-off. Wins it. Pullen has a puck. Chips off the boards. Skating under it with some speed is Kabashian. Looking inside. He's got Hacharik. Backhand. Can't connect. Mustangs on the counter-attack. Beatty goes across, takes it back to the blue line. We'll drop it off for Burke. He's beaten to the puck by Pullen, but gets it back. Pullen had to stretch out for that one. Kabashian circles around, but Mustangs have the puck up to the blue line. Newcastle, of course, apparently killing at the moment. Kabashian nearly steals it. Beatty now has to retrieve from the corner. Pullen pressuring. Pat Kane at the far side. Kennedy keeping him outside. It's Burke right now. Swaps places. Shot through a screen. It goes out a little wide and out the other side. Does not make any contact. Beatty now gets to the blue line. Shot. Saved by Smart. It's loose in front. But Newcastle have control and they'll stop play with 4:48 and there's 58 seconds left in the penalty.
I almost forgot that was a power play for Melbourne, which again, never a great thing when you do that.
Well, they had possession.
But it was
what did you see that you...
It was just at the other end for so much. That, yeah, because there hadn't been a stoppage in play, you just don't register.
Face off to the left of Smart, won by Newcastle, bouncing around. A little dangerously for Newcastle, but they have the numbers and they get the puck back. Stopped by Kruger and he'll let his D-man organise a breakout. Goes up the middle, they're going up the left wing now. Kept outside by Southwood, Malloy. Vyasov currently has the puck. Jones and Burke with the screen or the blue line attack. Burke slowly skates back to the blue line, trying to probably fool Matt Lindsay, who's a man on duty. Lindsay's pretty aware though, and Mustangs now setting up in Newcastle zone. Bring it inside to the blue line. Got a screen going, not there, wait. Another shot, a hurried one, and it's cleared by Lindsay out to the blue line, kept in. Another quick one-timer attempt by O'Kane, and it goes wide of the net on the short side. Yasov has two blue jerseys to contend with. Burke versus Naden. Burke has the puck. Long pass, chance. Oh, that actually went off the post. Charlie Smart got a touch on it with a glove and then it went off the post and out. Very unfortunate for the Mustangs. Burke has it now. Another chance for him. Through a screen, off the shin pads of Lindsay, so it won't make it in that time. Good pressure here by the Mustangs. That's wide of the net. Out the other side it goes and wrapped around. Battled now behind the net. Vyasov tries to get in front. It goes to the blue line. Burke winds, fakes, tries a snapshot, stick right up in front of Smart there with Vyasov, trying to bump it down, and instead it's cleared, so Newcastle get a change. And we're even. And, is that icing? No, they got it wrong. So the linesmen are apologising.
That was some very angry Mustangs players heading towards the linesman.
Well, if they make a mistake, they have to go to centre ice. I think this might be what's going to happen now. I thought it was going to be icing on Mustangs originally. Just a matter of where the face-off is. It's not like a penalty or anything. This is where we need the refs mic'd up.
You want to hear what they're saying?
Yes, we do want to hear.
Let me know.
Sometimes we don't want to know what the players are saying now.
Probably not.
They don't have any good recipes anyway. Face off, just outside Newcastle Northstars zone. Morant's against Stringer, and Stringer won it. But right now it's Poulin that's getting on the puck for Newcastle. Kennedy, number 5, he's alive. Nice pass. It's the man number 9, Morantz, looking to go inside. Instead he goes to the blue line. Stepping into it goes Kennedy. A shot on net and a great save by Kruger. Charik's right there to try and knock him down. He's spawning that gap in his teeth he won in Canberra. Took one right in the face.
Yeah, that's not where you want the puck to go.
No, it was not it was not pretty. It was quite a mess. Face off. Newcastle won, but they lost the puck and the Mustangs are on the counter attack. Looks like Beattie, I think. He tries to move inside and out. Goes out. Right in front. A great save by Smart. And Jamie Burke actually congratulates him. He's like, good job, mate. Pat Kane and Bert Malloy put on a fake fight now. Even they were laughing about it. It's probably, no, you're nice. No, you're okay, I'm going to hit you for that.
Just see who can apologise the most in the space of 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think Bert got upset that Pat Kane apologised harder than he did. Hayden Shear's going to take the face off. It's actually pretty good. Beattie just won that one. A bit of a mixed up one. Into the zone goes Jonathan Ruth. Bert Malloy's doing a bit of forward again. Driving deep, or maybe just pinching in. I can see Jason Chalkers at the blue line. We're going to stop a play. Just under 2 minutes left to go.
See what's left that they can get out in the next minute and 50 seconds. The Mustangs have got to do something. You don't want to go into the locker room down 3.
No, you're right. They need to find a spark here. Although it doesn't, that's not been a problem for the Ice Dogs or even the North Stars at times this season. They've been great at coming back. Mustangs have been as strong as that. Let's see what they can do here. They don't have a huge lineup. They are missing a few players. There's quite a few lines through players here on my list. They may have their own problems with availability or injury, like Newcastle have had. Chance for Mustangs. Goes instead behind. Beattie's in everything tonight. Having a great game. Southwood, backhand, off the shin pads of Beattie. Setting up his teammate, saved by Smart, anticipated the inside pass. Beautiful work by the goaltender from Newcastle. Well, goaltender from Perth, I should say. In close, Beattie tries the short side. Naden gets it away, and it's first to the puck he's been wearing. Newcastle going up the right wing. He takes it wide. Kicking down to 1 minute to go. He leaves the puck behind him, and he's got a teammate to pick it up for him, Malloy. Back to the Newcastle zone. A long pass across to Felix Pullen. And that pass is cut off by McCoy. Newcastle try again. Pass inside. Doesn't have good hold of it, Morantz, and he can't get a shot away. He's just trying to hang on to that puck. Loses it to the Mustangs. And it's tossed down ice a bit. We've got under 40 seconds to go in this second period. The lead 4-1, and it's out of play. We've gone down to the Mustangs' end, so it must be out of play off one of the Mustangs. Face off. Can't really pick a winner on that one. Start off with Northstars kind of a push win, but then Mustangs had it and they didn't. Here's a chance for them now. Nope, Pullins grabbed the puck and with a very slick backhand move, fires it away. Fake into the zone. Chance for the Mustangs. Quick shot, saved by Smart with a pad. They freeze the puck. There's no Mustangs pressuring the net, so he nearly had to dispose of it. Down to 11 seconds and 20.
Offensive face-off for the Mustangs.
Got one opportunity here. Around the boards it goes and out. So it might be icing on Newcastle. They might have a second chance. No, it stops pretty much at the blue line and red line, pardon me, and there's no icing called. That'll see out the period. The Newcastle Northstars first scored on, but came back with a couple more of their own to extend the lead out. We've got a 4-1 lead for the Northstars over the Mustangs. Any thoughts on that period?
Bit of an unlucky second half of the period for the Mustangs. Obviously, we had the post doing Newcastle a favour there, and then that massive save by Charlie. So there's 2 goals they easily could have had and just didn't. So just got to hope the opportunities go their way in the third.
Yes, I agree. I really saw some great efforts there, some individual efforts. I thought Newcastle gelled a bit better as a team in that period. It kind of showed in some sections of the play. Mustangs were very unlucky not to get a goal, second goal there. From that one, Charlie Smart got a touch on it with the glove, which sent it back towards his own net, but it hit the post and went out. So we've got a 4-1 lead for the Newcastle Northstars here against the Mustangs. We'll be back in around 15 minutes for the third and final period here at Hunray Skating Stadium.
a save there, and they score! So here's Lassett with a shot, and he scores! He drives to net, walking in, he shoots and scores! Mustangs draw first blood. Teresic gets a shot and scores! 4-4. Lachlan going to the net, shoots, and he scores!
And towards Cox. Cox gets a shot away, Davis makes the save. No, it's in! It's in! First over the lead!
Live from Hunter Ice Skating Stadium in Newcastle, this is AIHL TV. The 2017 regular season is brought to you by Air Canada, who offer the only daily and non-stop service to Vancouver. For details, visit aircanada.com.au. Borealis. Borealis are a direct infrastructure investor with a portfolio worth in excess of $50 billion. ATC Productions, your live event technical provider. And APA Group, delivering Australia's energy.
Third and final period here at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. These two teams, the Newcastle Northstars, the home team, and the visiting Melbourne Ice here. 4-1 lead for the Northstars. Third and final period, up on the clock with 20 minutes. Alyssa, what are your thoughts?
The Mustangs have just got to hope the power bounces their way. It didn't last period. Maybe it does this time round.
Yeah, I see they've got to be a bit more organised in defence. They've got to get first to the puck. As simple as that. Sometimes that's easier said than done, of course. It's always easier said than done up here. Rick West has a puck. He's about to drop puck on the third and final period. Third period in AIHL being 20 minutes is almost like a half game. It's definitely, and then the third period, it's definitely feels like a second half. Only 9 seconds, the whistle on that one.
Not long at all. Offensive zone start, I guess, essentially for the Northstars now.
Face off to the left of Kruger. He's wearing the Hayes jersey just to get me confused. Kibashian down low, but Mustangs have the puck and they'll bring it out through centre ice. Burke tries to take it in, but he's turned around by Malloy. Puck now bouncing towards the Northstars net, and Kibashian is back to help. Charlie Smart has his eye on the game here, but Newcastle breaking out. A little messy and lose control of the puck around the blue line, and the Mustangs are on the counter. Into the zone they go. But no one to pass it to, so he just passes it across ice, does Beatty to give his teammates some time, but Newcastle have the puck now. The attended pass goes through Hachak, and McMahon for the Mustangs has it. To Burke. Jones pinched into the boards at the blue line by Naden. Goes back. Here, no, it is to Jones. Yes, 51. The Mustangs have got possession here, but they're not getting out of their own zone. They're being kept in their own zone by Newcastle's youth line here. And Waring, at Southwood, and Naden. Now they go up the left wing. Pass inside. Not controlled well, and so Newcastle will counter-attack. Up the left wing they go, into the zone. Bit of shoulder fakes by Waring. He's got Naden inside, tries to get the puck to him. Ferrari down low. And it's bumped down. He gets a touch on it, does Ferrari, but not enough to stop the puck, and it's gone back to Newcastle's end. But Mustangs are keen to change, so that's okay. Vigasov for checking. And they have some success. They get the puck back in Newcastle's end. 4-1 the score, Newcastle's lead. Newcastle can keep control down low, but it's up into the netting. We've got to stop a play. 17:59 left in the third and final period.
In score updates for other games that are happening around the league during that intermission, the Dogs are now up 2-1, and Adelaide has managed to get a goal back against the Brave, so that's 5-2 in favour of Canberra.
Face off, won by Newcastle. Chip it off the boards and it rolls on edge. The Mustangs to pick up. They fire back towards Newcastle, but John F. Kennedy's back in the lineup. He's got the puck. Fires it towards net. Kruger's out a bit far and it bounces to Sheard, but he doesn't. Kruger did a good job of cutting off the angle into the back of the netting. Shot in close. Saved by Kruger. A great one from Jonathan Ruth, and a bit of extracurricular happening right now. Sheard and Stringer, and we've got Powell and Bright. This is probably This would be a worse thing for the Mustangs if it's even up. Even up is not so bad, but still. Mustangs have a shorter bench tonight than Newcastle.
Their legs have got to be tired by now with that length bench.
Yes, and they're going to need some... They're going to need a spark here to get back into it. Seeing depth working for Newcastle here. They are changing up 3 lines, and they do so right now. I'm not sure if we're 4 and 4 or 5 and 5. I didn't see the hand signal. Deb says 4 and 4. Thank you, Deborah. Waiting for face-off. Morans versus Burke. Morans kind of wins it, but Burke drops a knee and does a block on the pass. Nice work. He's willing to chip it in as he makes Beattie skate hard to dump and chase there, and Mustangs now behind the net. Trying to develop an opportunity. Got good numbers here. Newcastle 2-on-1. Well, one Newcastle player was missing a stick, being Bird Malloy. He's cherry picking. Looking for that pass. He knows how to play forward. Quick attempted shot there. There's Kabashian. That puck just flew up the air off a chunk in the ice. Over Kabashian's stick by a mile. Kabashian gets it to Morantz. Chance in front, scores! Pullen just had 1 foot to tap it in there. Too easy for Newcastle. That one was a big mistake by the Mustangs. Felix Pullen gets in the action. I think Kabashian got an assist too, so he has
Pretty sure he had an assist.
2 goals and an assist.
First assist. Mark that one down. I'm having fun with this running gag.
Well, it won't be... Not looking like a great game for Kruger in his first one, and that was not... I'm not trying to say it was his fault. Far from it.
It just can't be the game you're hoping for as a goalie.
Well, we had 3 Newcastle players right down low, so they were gambling, but it certainly paid off because they had control of the puck. So while that was happening, if the puck had gone the other way, it was probably a Mustangs goal, but yeah, while they had possession, it was a good risk and a quick tap in for Pullen. 5-1 as we resume. Backhand dump in by Matt Lindsay, and first to the puck is Jonathan Ruth. Achari gets it to the blue line, lost in his skates, Kennedy, and that's gone over the line, so they had to go back and touch up. Jonathan Ruth getting involved and knocking players down, and as he said, he's not really that type of character. He's actually quite a quiet guy, very calm, but that's his job, and for a guy to work that hard and use the body like he does, he's certainly doing a great job for the coach Petrie. He's got the puck now, wins it. The shot from Kennedy goes crazy angle and off a stick. This is Kennedy's first game since the final last year, which was a good one, of course, for him. Jonathan Ruth ducks as the player comes in hard towards him. I think it was Vyasov. He gets hit by Manwaring, who did take note of that hit because he mentioned it to him as he went past. Manwaring also gets a little tap, a little bump against the back. Oh, who was that coming off there? Bellick.
That goal from Felix should also put him at 8, which puts him first in the North Stars in goals. So
from a defenseman too.
He's definitely pretending to be a forward a little bit.
No, he's just one of those rare defensemen who can score from the blue line or pinch, or so versatile. Naden, pardon me, right now it's Kabashian on the puck. In close, great chance in front, and right in there was Pat Naden. I have to say, Mustangs pretty kind to him there. I thought they might be getting a little upset or a little bit angry, but maybe they need a bit more of that. They need a bit more spark, fight back a bit more. I know they don't want to take penalties, but
you don't have to be quite so nice.
Exactly. I think they're a little too polite at the moment. Pull out the blue line. It's off a stick and goes high and flips knuckle pucks over the top into the corner. But McMahon will get it for the Mustangs. A nice pass. Picks up Bellick. He drops off. Quick shot attempt, I think, by Burke. His number's partly obscured, so he can't make it at the bottom. Newcastle picking up the good opportunity here inside. Quick shot and a save by Kruger with the blocker. Bright battles in the corner against Kabashian. Morant's with him. Artrick also, it's a dangerous line. Three sharp attackers here. Burke escapes it, Bright picks it up. Fires it forward does connect to Burke, inside pass, so Newcastle changing a little recklessly. But turnover goes to Hayden Sheard and now Mustangs are caught flat-footed. Too many men down low on the other end. Jonathan Ruth. Off the backboard like a brilliant shot to Sheard. Ruth tries to get a shot away, but Jamie Burke had a stick in there to interrupt the play. Ferrari pinches down, and Matt Beatty falls over something imaginary line there on the ice. I think there are a couple of deep divots that have caught out the players. Certainly one of the pucks just flew off an angle there. A big divot in the ice. So what have you got there on Kabashian? You had some background on him for us?
Oh, Kabashian. Yeah, just who he's played for previously. Been Allen Americans in the ECHL. When they were back in the CHL, that is the Central Hockey League, not the Canadian Hockey League.
That was my mistake.
He won the championships with them, and then previously, when he was actually in the CHL, was in the O, playing on London Knights teams alongside players like Jonathan Tavares,
Newcastle
Carlson.
shoots. Oh, that was a close one.
So yeah, he definitely knows how to play with good players. And hopefully you can see it coming tonight.
192 games in the East Coast Hockey League, if I remember correctly. That is one hell of a career and a good level, high level of hockey. He's played a handful of games in the AIHL, had a call-up. And for those who are not aware, that is one step below the NHL in North America. Play continues, 5-1 the lead for the Northstars. We've got 12:36 left in the game. For Yasov to take the face-off against Morantz. Morantz has been told us to square up, because under IIHF rules you do have to be a bit more square than you do in North American rules. Chip forward, chases, but good work by the D-man to cut him off, and Kruger will freeze the puck for a face-off with 12:23 left in the period. Face-off will be to the left of Kruger. It's a scramble when it's stuck in the skates of Southwood. Mustangs will pick it up. Beatty goes out wide to a Kane. Shot fired. And goes through the other side. Hello to the O'Kanes if they're watching from New England, USA. It's our pleasure to bring the game here to the families overseas as well as those in Melbourne and across Australia.
Nothing like some early morning hockey.
Very early morning for the O'Kane family. I know the Jones family are often watching, even though Zane's not on the ice at the moment with his leg injury.
And they're like West Coast, so that's got to be like even earlier.
Yeah, I think our game starts at midnight West Coast. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Waiting for the face-off. Newcastle have been waived, I believe. I'll just wait and see what's going on. Who's that guy? Oh, he's telling where he's got to line up with the outside of the circle. Face-off, won by Hutchard. Newcastle have the puck, they're breaking out. Pushes it forward, but doesn't get it past the defender. I think it was Bright, it was. Burke trying to move to earn a score in a phone booth there, but couldn't get around to get the stick on it fully. Get it under control. It's gone past the net, and no icing is called. Bright checks, and he gets it to his teammates, and up they go. Now Beatty up the left wing. Move inside, outside move. Pulls, gets the body pass, but not the puck. Newcastle into the attacking zone. Drops off Kabashian. That's off the stick of the defender. Steve Bellick, and we've got to stop the play. How about Kruger? You had some info on Kruger there, Lisa?
Some info, yeah, I did some conversions of SPHL to AIHL stats. DeSalvo's obviously our only example at the moment for that particular path. But yeah, it looks like he should have decent numbers. Maybe today what's plaguing him is a case of similar to what's happened with Charlie, where there's just too many pucks and you can't stop them all.
Well, it depends where the pucks are fired a lot of the time. Definitely when they're fired at the other side of your blue line, there's nothing you can do about it. Sorry, I mentioned blue paint on the blue line. Earlier shot by Kennedy went wide. Newcastle trying to counter. There's a mistake. Chance for the Mustangs. Quick shot and scores! Slick move with a snapshot, and Mustangs have got one back. It's going to be 5-2. We've got 11 minutes to go in the game. Can it happen? We've got at least one Mustangs supporter in the crowd. Give a big cheer.
There's not many of you. You got to yell super loud just to make sure everyone knows.
It's a tough call to travel this far. Well, we've had Newcastle fans travel all the way to Perth and Adelaide and Canberra and Melbourne this year. Newcastle have control. They've dumped it in, and skating to the far side is Waring. Expecting the hit. He waits for Bright. Mustangs get control, and Betty will take it up the left wing. Now he passes inside for Burke as they rotate positions. They wheel. Southwood tries to bring it around McMahon, but loses the puck. Cross-ice pass, not a chance. And a save, I believe. Can't find the puck. Yep, I think it's in the glove. The smart, and he swaps words. I think it was with a cane.
We've got lots of North Stars fans that do really long road trips. What I'm interested in seeing is the Canadian Women's Hockey League officially announced expansion to China this week, so I'm wondering who's going to do the first boat trip.
Yes.
I'm thinking like a cruise straight across the Pacific.
That's a good call. Might take a little while though. A few days across the Pacific. Rance waved out again, so it'll be Hacharik, and they're checking a hole in the ice. There's been a few divots tonight, as we've mentioned. Hacharik wins it. Newcastle reversing, they go up the left wing, it's just tipped out of the zone and into Mustangs and McCoy. Off the skates there of, we got Vyasov in 13. And Pullen goes back to retrieve at Newcastle's end, it's off the boards. Tries to tap it down, does Hamish Powell. No, it's Hacharik. He's doing the Harry Potter thing. That'd be fooled. Bashan keeps it in, not for long. Bella gets it out. Mustangs have to get a man on side, so they're trying to get organised. Here they go. Vyasov has to spin around quickly, and in the meantime, McCoy has crossed the line. 9:36 left in the period. 5-2 the lead for the North Stars. Crunch time for the Mustangs.
Can they swing it around, or is this the final scoreline? Time will tell.
Newcastle have possession. And Waring can't get it past Bright at the blue line. Burke with control. BT goes under the stick, and that's an icing call, I believe. So they go back to Mustang's end, so we've got under 10 minutes to go. 9:19, 5-2 the lead. Just the one goal each so far in this period, but Mustangs need more to get back in.
They gotta get 3. Find them somewhere.
3 at least, hopefully for them. Bright. Quick up, out to Beattie. Had the puck so much tonight. But a little fancy there and got bumped down by the defence. Might have been Pat Naden out in that wing. His pass does not connect, but he wins the puck back. Good effort by Pat. Scored a goal tonight. Backhanded, a bit of a lob shot, a slow one, and it's pushed out by the blocker of Kruger. Chanson close. Great save by Kruger. Menwaring got a touch on it. Anticipation. It wasn't a hard shot, it wasn't a hard pass, but it was still a difficult save by Kruger. And Naden's been called for that hit, getting the stick up maybe a bit too high. Been called elbowing. So 91, I believe, is going to the box for 2 minutes. Chance for the Mustangs.
For their sake, I really hope they fix their power play in the intermission.
Yes, it'll be interesting because so far they're -2 out of 3.
Yeah, it's not a good conversion rate. If I was a Mustangs fan, I'd be worried.
We've got a timeout, I think.
Fix the power play.
Fix the power play.
Definitely what's happening.
All right, we'll see what.
I suppose
Michael
at this
Flaherty
point,
says.
you get your one timeout, you're down 3 goals, you're about to go on a power play. What do you really have to lose by calling a timeout?
That's an astute observation. It is definitely the time to get things organised. So this is their opportunity. They must score on this power play to get into it. Otherwise it becomes very hard. Another 2 minutes down, 3 goals behind still.
And the North Stars getting the boost that comes from killing an important penalty.
And the rest of it as well. Deeper lines. 8:28 is remaining in this period. We've got a 2-minute power play for the Mustangs. A quick timeout and get organised at the Mustangs bench. Let's see what they can do. They win the face-off. McMahon at the point. Being watched by Morant. Malloy's out there as well. On the outside of the box right now. And with a burst of speed, keeps him outside. They go to the other side. Burke is out there. And I think that's... No, it's not Petey. It's Sean Jones. Newcastle can't get out of the zone, but they do keep them outside. Fake shot. Attempted block. In close. Sprawling is Charlie Smart, and we've got players getting knocked down. Apologies between Malloy and O'Kane, but O'Kane was pushed a little bit too far there with the stick down.
Speaking of Melbourne teams and capitalising on the power play, but the Melbourne Ice are up 1-0 after an early power play goal against Perth. So.
Oh, is this in? It is in Perth.
It is in Perth.
At the
So
Thunderdome.
that's just started. Dogs are still up 2 over the Bears, and Brave are at 7-2 over the Adelaide Adrenaline.
Thank you for the update. 7:55 remaining, 1:27 left in this power play for the Mustangs. Ricochets off the Zamboni doors at a strange angle and goes to the far end for Jamie Burke to pick up. He's got Matt Morantz and Mahn with the puck to Jones. Goes through the middle, cross to the left wing and dumps it in. And it's off a player, so it doesn't get far, and Newcastle have a chance to move it out. No, they don't. Beatty, though, tries to move, can't get it through the skates of the North Stars defender. In close, and behind the net is Poulin, trying to keep it out of the hands of the attackers. A few sticks getting stuck in between players here, and oops, a mistake there by McMahon at the blue line. Gives Newcastle a chance to change. Kennedy is on. Bashian's on. Mustangs try the short side, and they stop. Where'd the puck go?
35 seconds left in the power play.
It's gone out of play. It's gone up over the netting. No wonder I couldn't find it. It wasn't on the rink anymore.
Offensive zone face-off for the Mustangs. They've got to make something happen. It's the only real option.
Face off. Mustangs have it. Burke at the blue line. Hands it off. Goes to the top of the umbrella. Quick shot on net. Man taken down in front. Nicely timed for a little bit of sneaky push. Bashian loses the puck, but considering where he was not a problem. Long pass, nearly cut off by Lindsay, and they've got a chance here of the Mustangs. They've got numbers. Vyasov down low, in close, and a save by Smart. Newcastle have the cavalry coming. In the name of Naden, he's back on the ice. Power play is over. We're down to 6:20 left in the game. shot. Saved by Smart. And it's in. It must have been pushed in. Or it's got loose under the pad. So Mustangs do score just outside of their power play. This is their chance.
They needed it, and hopefully they get some momentum, I guess, for them, if no one else.
Well, makes for a better spectacle. See who got that goal. It was at the far end, and we couldn't. Might have been from the initial shot. Yeah, I might probably need binoculars there.
I'm thinking like a telescope.
Yes, it's a long way. It's good 65 metres from here. Face-off won by the Mustangs. Well, that's been part of it. They have been winning lots of face-offs, especially this period. They did in the first. Chance for Newcastle. Southwood looks. Shot is high. Beattie chips it out, gets it to Burke. Long pass. Out to McCain. Tries to hit the man inside, but instead we've got a battle along the boards. Southwood versus Beattie, I think. Bright. Shot is wide. Stopped by Smart. Almost to his detriment because it's bounced in front, but Newcastle collected it. Naden, happy to waste time. He gets a pass away. Nice one. Chance for Newcastle in close. Sliding player takes out Bert Malloy, and also Kruger was diving from the park.
And that Mustangs goal was by Matt Stringer? Stringer. Oh, no. 13. I read the number wrong.
Vyasov. Vadim Vyasov.
They're next to each other on my list. It's very confusing.
Face up to the left of Kruger. It's 5-3, so they're down by 2. Stick work between Acharik and who have forgotten 29? Was McDowell. Bouncing puck. JFK calmly waits for it to settle and gets it away. Bellick battles against Morantz. Puck to the blue line. Lindsay collects. Oh, nearly hits Kardashian coming in. Nearly said Kardashian.
So close.
That's icing called on the Mustangs to go back to their end. Down by 2 now, which is better than their position. 5-1 previously, but they need to be down the other end where possible.
2 goals, 4 minutes 55 to make it happen. Will it be enough, I guess?
Vyasov versus Kardashian. Mustangs win it, but Kardashian first to it. As it's not gone to a defensive player. Newcastle. Happy to pass back and forth, run the clock a bit. They probably don't want to do it in neutral zone. Morantz. Waits, shoots, and off the blocker of Kruger. Another shot from Poulin off a stick. Morantz has to drop a knee to bump it down. Vyasov collects the puck. He's got that last goal, off he goes. Taking it wide, out the right side, out the right wing. Poulin cuts him off, makes him run, squeezes him out of room behind the net, that's what I meant to say. Poulin chips it out into neutral zone. Battle for the puck here between Ruth and McMahon, 24 versus 25. Vyasov off the skates there of his teammate, and we're going to stop a play. I think it was an offside because of that. So they had to pause to collect the puck and did get offside. They've got 3 minutes and 51 to do something special, Alyssa.
3 minutes. It's counting down, as the clock tends to do, but still.
Time is getting short to make something happen. Although, in hockey, what can happen in 4 minutes?
Can happen real quick.
Newcastle had the puck. Can't sit back now. They are rotating lines, which is keeping them fresh, but also means that they're gambling a little bit. Kennedy now will take the puck. Chooses the far corner. And we're happy to watch Bright retrieve it. Morantz comes on. We've got a partial change of lines here. Kardashian tries to hit Morantz, but instead he gives the puck away to Burke. Burke goes inside. Can he get a shot away? No, he's overstepped the puck to Manwaring. Manwaring gets it back. Burke accidentally hooks or trips a player and was not spotted, so he gets away with one there. A quick close shot there by Manwaring, stopped by Kruger. We've got to stop a play with exactly 3 minutes to go.
It'll be a defensive zone face-off for the Mustangs, which really they need to just not be in the centre of the ice at this point in the game.
It's part of the game for Newcastle. They are forcing face-offs in the Mustangs' end. Loy through a screen, nearly gets it through McCoy, through to the goal. McCoy squeezed the legs together and kept it under control. Bouncing puck from a save from Smart, but he gets it back, and 2:46 remains in the period. So Mustangs, where else to tomorrow? Yeah?
Sydney.
Yes, Bears or Dogs?
I'm completely blanking. I should know this. I've definitely written it at least once this
I think
week.
it's the Bears. I think tonight's the Dogs home game, tomorrow's the Bears one. Going by memory here, so that's not very good in my case. Play is stopped. Charlie Smart drops on that one. Don't know if you saw this week, but we dug up a couple of photos from several years ago where we had Nick Mizzen versus Charlie Smart here, and the I think it was Tange, or the it was a Tange competition. So these two, who were now pretty good mates, competing for the same spot, were on opposite ends of the ice previously.
Nothing like dragging up old photos as well. They're always... You look great in all of them. It's just the law of old photos.
Chance for Newcastle. Running out of space was, I think it was Boy. Yes, he was running out of space to get that shot away, so all you do is just chuck it on net in the end, and easy stop for Kruger. .2:23 remains. This is going to be a long third period that way, which I think going to feel long for the Mustangs as they try and claw this back. Right now it's Kennedy. Newcastle looking for opportunities, but they do have a good lead, so it's a matter of how much they want to risk to get a goal versus not giving one up. Attempted cherry picked by the Mustangs. They had two men out at the blue line. Now they have an opportunity to get out to the blue line with lots of traffic around the net. Shot on net. I don't think he got through to Smart. He makes a save now. Stop a play. 1:53 remains in the game.
And the net's also... Is the net? No? No, it's good. Just must be the angle I was looking at it from. Looked like the net had gone on a vacation. But it's good. I can't see.
Another late change of player. Oh, here comes Damien Bright to make up the 5. And a big wave because they were not set. The linesman was ready and Mustangs were still moving around. Burke takes it and wins it. O'Kane gets a push from Malloy. And an apology probably. Chance for Newcastle setting up. Bashin and scores! Joey Huncharik finishes it right in close, and that should put a stick in the fork on that one, I think.
Oh, I just hate saying it's over until it's over. Hockey is so not the sport to do that.
I agree, but I think there's a bit of momentum here as well.
Yeah.
It feels hard to see the Mustangs come back at this point. Down by 3 with 1:43 left to go in this game. Mustangs have been gritty in trying to get back. But when you risk more, then there's a higher risk means higher chance it'll come back at you. Straight away we've got Newcastle's second or third line out there at the moment, pardon me. We've got Waring with Southwood. And Jonathan Ruth. Bit of push and shove between McMahon and Waring. Okay. Quick shot attempt. Doesn't make it to Charlie Smart. Gonna stop a play at 1:22 left in the game, third period.
If you're Charlie, you've got to be happy with this game. Like,
I agree. I think he's had a good game.
also another good. It'll, after Adelaide getting his first win of the season just before All-Star break, it's nice to back it up.
Yeah, for Kruger, I don't think we really got to see that much of what he can do. I think he's had a couple of great saves tonight. But definitely been pushed hard, and when you got from 2 or 3 guys right down around your blue paint, there's not much you can do. So there's some work in defence the Mustangs have to do. Kardashian tries to move between the legs in the crowd. Does cough it up to Beattie, and he goes back to help out the other way. Charlie Smart will stop the puck. There's 1 minute and 1 second left in the game. 3-goal lead.
The Mustangs seem to have decided this is how it is as well. They're not making any bizarre attempts to pull the goalie, so...
Very soft one by the Mustangs. At the blue line. I think it's on the blue line. So the Mustangs don't want to disturb it in case it goes over, and it's into Newcastle zone. So Matt Morantz will get it. Tries to reverse, and they do get out of the zone with a little bit of help. Kane to Vyasov, and into the zone goes Jones. Newcastle steal the puck. Off the boards, 26 seconds. I think we can call this game now.
I'll let you do that.
Quick shot from Burke, just a dribble one, but it didn't get through. It can be tricky when you don't expect them to go that slow, but Muska's opportunity to cut off. 5 seconds. Listen, this is going to be the first win for the Northstars in this rink for this year.
That's
pretty
I
astounding.
did not realise that.
It's one of the, I think it's the second only outright win for the Northstars too. Actually, you know what? It's not right.
It'll be their
There's
third.
The Bears. We won against the Bears here.
Okay, so yeah, there you go. You're not counting it. So it's, yeah, second win in this building, third win overall.
Third overall outright win. That's relief for the Northstars and disappointment for the Mustangs. They'll need to work on their defence or their back check for the game tomorrow in Sydney. For the Northstars, after an absolutely outrageous beginning to the season where they had double headers for I think 6 weeks running, 6 or 7 weeks running, they now get a break. Just no game tomorrow, and they do have a double next week. And then they go to a few more single games. So we'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Our next game against the Avalanche here. Thank you for joining us tonight at Hunter Skating Stadium. The final score is Newcastle Northstars 6 have defeated the Melbourne Mustangs 3. Newcastle had this game under control. They had 2-0 in the first.
Yep.
4-1, was it 4-2? 4-1.
4-1, I think.
After 2.
Oh.
And the final score here is 6-3. Newcastle to the puck first. The goaltending worked for him. Charlie Smart had a good game. Kruger under siege here. And just too many men able to get right down into the blue paint and score little tap-ins.
If you're the Mustangs, you just pack your bag and hope for a better game tomorrow.
That's it. Yep. Rest up. Wipe it from your mind. Get focused and ready for tomorrow. Thank you for joining us from wherever you're listening to, locally, from Melbourne, from across Australia and overseas. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We will see you again in 2 weeks' time. Until then, good night.
Good night.